What am I looking at? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're going to be building the foster home for imaginary friends. So this idea was sneak peeked on the Discord, link in the description. And I guess let's start building. So first things first that I noticed in this house is the pathway, of course. So looks to be a little rounded and grayish color, so I guess we're gonna go with the polished andesite. Alright, so we have the first part of the sidewalk done. Now we actually have to build the path into the home. I don't exactly know if this matches up with the picture, but it looks fine for now. Before we start the house, I noticed a little sign, so let's put a sign. Okay, so moving on to starting the actual house, there is a little staircase there. These stairs look to be pinkish white, so I'm just gonna go with the quartz stairs. I'm just gonna go in like this. Just like that, and then I guess we're gonna make it 3, and bam, that's the house. From here I actually want to make the porch, and the porch looks a little weird, so we'll just go 3 over here. A nice little trick you can use is to put fence gates instead of the fences. They also look pretty nice and add some more detail into it. And then there you go, that is the porch. Okay, now this is the part where we start on the actual house. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start on this little side building right here, just like that. And then I also want to make the front door. We'll add some orange in there too, why not? Alright, now the reason I added these fence gates is, unlike fences, they don't actually connect to the wall. So they look pretty nice, and they don't connect to this wall. Alright, so far this is looking pretty good. Actually, that's a lie. But we move, and we learn. So the doors that they have are exactly like the dark oak doors, so we're just gonna add those in here. Okay, and then now we're gonna add some of the windows. Now most of their windows look to be red and pink. Alright, so I added some of the windows, and this is already looking a lot better. There's one thing I forgot though, which is a whole side to the building. Alright, so far this is coming along pretty nicely. Now I'm just kind of detailing this right over here. Alright, from here I guess the only logical step is to start working on the top roof, I guess you call it, or the first roof. So I'm gonna connect it from these fences right over here. Alright, so going with this, the roof kind of goes up a little bit, so we're gonna go up to a little bit. I am almost done the roof. I just have to add some of these blocks. Can you see this from here? Oh, you can't. Okay. Alright, so after some detailing to the roof, this is what it looks like so far. We have to build the other roofs though on these sides, so let's get started on that. Alright, so I did some more roofing, and I gotta say this does look a lot better. It is coming along, although it looks nothing like the house. So now we move on to the second floor. I want to add these windows, these little like parts of the windows that you see right at the very bottom and at the very top. It looks very clean, and I think I'm going to do that using the dark oak stairs. So I just did it, and this just looks terrible. In the picture you can see I have like a little outline, and this one kind of doesn't. I think the way I'm going to get this outline is if I do this, not that. Okay. I just added some trapdoors to the side, and I gotta say this looks much better, but it's still kind of missing something. Well, we'll come back to it later. Alright, so I'm working on the second floor here, and all I'm noticing is that this house just lacks a lot of detail. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish the second floor right here, which is very difficult, may I add. And then from there, I'm going to add some detail to this, just to see how it looks like. As much as Mojang is making some great moves here, they really need to add the vertical slab. I mean, this would look so much better if it was just a little bit thicker. Oh my god, I just realized I'm doing this roof all wrong. One thing I'm noticing about this house is that the roof is never, ever consistent. The roof right here is very short, the roof right here is very flat, the roof right here is very curved, and this one's very tall. So, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually in love with this build so far. From here I said that I would add detail. Well, I lied. I think this thing is gonna look great, because so far, I mean, come on. Look at this glorious build. Just look at it. The plan is I just go up a little like this, connect this, and then I gotta build the rest of the house, which is not an easy task to say the least. I am basically almost done the entire front part of the house. All that is left is to do really tall building that goes right in here. Okay, now I'm just adding the railing over here, and I gotta say, plus the half slabs, they should also add new railings, because I know they have these walls, but iron bars that are colored black would look so good. This is the tallest part of the building, so you would think this would get the most attention, but that's where you're wrong. This part actually does not get as much attention as this part right over here because it's so wide. So I guess adding really too much detail is not really worth the time or the effort, really. I gotta say, whoever the architect for this house is, he did not do very good color selection. If you don't want to be like the architect, make sure to hit that subscribe button and go watch my other video that pops up in the eye in the corner, because I show you 7 tips on how to get better at building to make builds that don't look like these, because this is horrendous. Front of the house is basically all done. You go inside the house and yeah. So since I have literally nothing to go off of for the back of the house, I guess I'm gonna make it however I want to make it. I mean, every time I look out of the corner of my eye, there's this thing staring at my soul. You have this nice, beautiful looking house from here, and then you have this thing. What is this? So going off of practically nothing, this is gonna be the layout for the back of the house. I am nearing the end of the house, and I gotta say, all this thing needs, I think, is some detail, and then aside from that, this thing is it's turning out pretty great. So the front of the house looks great and all. The side of the house just needs some windows. The back of the house also needs some windows, and this side of the house, I don't think I'm gonna add any windows, but I think I'm just gonna add some detail. So starting with the side of the house, I kind of want to keep the same theme for this, so I'm just gonna put some right over here. And we have this window right here. Why is this not centered? There you go. That looks better. Bam, that looks great. Bam, boom, beep, pow, chihuahua, and shwin. Now I have windowed up the entire house. Now all that's really left is to do the interior. So I want to add a floor to this, and from the picture that I have over here, most of their builds look a little abstract, to say the least. I think what I'm going to do is I'm still going to use the 1.16 blocks, but I think most of the decorations inside are all going to be my design. Alright, so I did the floor here, and I guess this looks okay. Let's move on to the second floor. Alright, so I'm also done the second floor. The thing is, I don't really have a way to get up from the first floor to the second floor. So I was thinking I would do some sort of slime trap contraption. So not to flex, but I'm actually pretty good at redstone, and I got worried there for a second, I'm not gonna lie to you. So you just click this and you jump up here, and then you're on the second floor. So now the second thing I need to do is, all I need to do is just cut up the places into rooms. I split up the rooms in the second floor. So first we have this little room right here, and then here we have a similar room. This one is only 2 blocks high, and then we have this room. This room is one of the prettiest rooms, I think, of the house. It's very colorful, very nice. It has the wood. And then finally, my favorite room is this like little attic room. This little attic room right here, you know, you could just look outside into the unloaded chunks because my computer can't run that fast. So I actually want to keep this area fairly open just so that the second floor looks a little bit nicer. All I gotta do now is add decorations. So first I want to build this little couch that they have. Now it looks a little weird. I can't really make it like that exactly, but I can do one very similar from my 11 decoration ideas video. It's pretty simple. It's really just a normal couch with a pillow. So all you have to do is just dig down one, place a glowstone block, place your banner, whatever color it may be, and you just gotta place that back and it looks like it has a pillow. Also, if you want to have like a little sideways pillow, you could do the same exact thing. You just put the pillow, you just put the banner like this, and there you go, sideways pillow. From here, I guess we could add a little like grandfather clock. So I'm just gonna do this, Alright, so this is basically all the items that you need. So you just place one like this, you place another one like that. I'm gonna put this, I think this looks better than a light block, and then there you go. That's my little grandfather clock. In this room, this is just an entrance room. So I really just want to have a shelf where people can put like their shoes and things, and there you go. That's just where everyone puts their shoes. From here, another thing I could add is just a little sit down right here, okay? And then I guess that's the first floor done. It's actually a pretty small floor compared to the outside. I mean, alright, so moving on to the next floor, I guess these are all just gonna be beds. Alright, so I want to give them rooms according to how they look like. So I guess this is gonna be max room. It's a pretty small room, but it's a red room, you know. We'll give them a nice sea pickle. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's something, clearly. And then we have tall red guy. Tall red guy is going to be in here. So I'm just going to use some fences that hang down like this. That looks pretty neato in my opinion, just like that. And then so you can just go around it. I don't want to add too much detail to this house. And the final room is going to be Blue's room. I guess that's it. Let me take you on a little tour of this house. So we have the outside, of course. The outside looks very nice. I'm very happy for how it turned out. It looks very nice. You can see I added a lot of windows. This house has a lot of windows for some reason. I didn't add that much detail to the sides because the front had so much detail, but it looks pretty good. Going in from the inside, we have this little porch here, and we go inside, and this is, I guess, the living room. So when you first come in, you see these two chairs. These are, I guess, the waiting chairs. These are two kind of couches around the table. We have a grandfather clock here. It's very nice. We have a shoe rack. I don't actually know what these things are called, but it's a shoe rack. And then you come up here to go upstairs. So you just click this button, and then you go upstairs. So in here we have Mac's room with his little pickle and bees. I don't exactly know. And then here we have the girls' room, and then we have tall man room, okay, and then finally we have Blue's room. I'll tell you what it's missing. Perfect. That is it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to check out 7 build tips to make your houses look like this, click the video on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another